The nurse froze when she saw my chart. Her hand hovered midair, the color draining from her face. "Sir," she whispered, "I need to call the doctor." I thought it was about the donation. $50 for a pint of blood, my Friday routine since losing the construction company. My wife used to call it pathetic. "You're a broke loser," she said before walking out. 12 years of marriage, gone in 3 sentences. The doctor rushed in, clutching my file like it was radioactive. "Mr. Carter," he said, breathless. "Your blood type is Rh null." I stared blankly. "It's called golden blood," he continued. "Only 43 people in the world have it. A billionaire in Monaco needs your type immediately. His family is offering, well, enough to change your life." For the first time in months, I felt something that wasn't despair. Then he added quietly, "We also ran your DNA. There's a parental anomaly." I frowned. "What does that mean?" He hesitated. "It means one of your listed parents isn't biologically related to you." The room tilted. My father's hard, proud face flashed in my mind. The man who built the company I ran into the ground. My mother, gentle but distant, always flinching when he raised his voice. I folded the report and left. Outside, the sky hung gray and heavy, like it wanted to rain but couldn't. I sat in my truck for an hour, staring at that word, anomaly. That night, I went through my mother's old letters. One caught my eye, dated 9 months before my birthday, addressed to someone named RM. The next morning, I called my sister, Emily. "Do you remember anyone named RM?" I asked. She paused. "Why?" When I told her about the blood test, she laughed nervously, then hung up. That was enough. I ordered a full DNA ancestry kit. 2 weeks later, the results came in. My father wasn't my father. But that wasn't the real shock. Under close relatives was a name I knew too well, Grant. My old business partner. My best friend. The man my wife ran away with. He wasn't just the man who betrayed me. He was my half-brother. I didn't rage. I didn't cry. I poured a drink and watched the ice melt until morning. 2 weeks later, the hospital called again. The billionaire's jet was waiting. $1 million transfer for the donation. I said yes. Monaco was marble floors, glass walls, and silence that smelled like money. I gave the blood, signed the forms, took the money. That night, I logged into a hidden offshore account, one only I knew existed. Half the money went into a dormant business file under Grant's name. The rest? Wired to my ex-wife's account, disguised as consulting payments. Then I sent an anonymous email to the tax authorities, full of records, transactions, and proof of the real laundering they'd been doing for years. No threats. No message. Just truth. By morning, their accounts were frozen. That night, she called 20 times. Then him. "Carter, what did you do?" His voice shook. "The IRS." I hung up. Hours later, she showed up at my motel door. Eyes red, voice cracking. "They think we stole millions," she whispered. I looked at her. "Didn't you?" Her lip trembled. "You'll ruin us." I said nothing, just handed her a folded paper, my DNA results. She read it. Her face broke. Grant's name, the genetic link, the realization. I watched her crumble. Then I closed the door. 6 months later, they're both gone. Vanished overseas. Their names still make headlines. Scandal, fraud, ruin. I bought a small house by the ocean. The air smells clean. The silence feels earned. Sometimes I still donate blood, not for money, but to remind myself what runs in my veins. Rare. Valuable. Untouchable. Just like the truth. I don't hate them. I don't love them either. They no longer exist in the places that matter. I exist. That's enough. Some bloodlines are better cut clean.